All right, what's up, everyone? Pat Buckley here. It's January 2nd, 2026, reading from the Daily Dad. Never let them see you act like this. I think of myself as a philosopher only in the sense of being able to set an example. That was a quote from Friedrich Nietzsche. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that last name right. There's a story in Seneca's famous essay on anger about a boy who, at a very young age, went to live in the house of Plato to study under the famous philosopher. Returning home to visit his parents, the boy witnessed his father lose his temper and yell at someone. Surprised by this violent outburst, and with the simple innocence of a child are capable of, the boy said, "I never saw anyone at Pluto's house act like that." However we conduct ourselves in front of our children, particularly at home, in private, they will come to see as normal. If we are rude or unkind to our spouse, they will assume that is an appropriate way to treat people they love. If we are anxious and overly worried, they will come to think that the world is a scary place that must be feared. If we behave unethically or cynically, they too will begin to cheat and lie. So again, the purpose of this video series is to put this out to really kind of my future self, and as I grow this organization, future team members to hold me accountable to this series of family and business values I'm trying to tie together as one. That was a great example from a leadership standpoint. You know, if your staff is seeing you as the example, well, first of all, you have to show up enough that they can watch what you're doing. A lot of leaders just don't show up enough, in my opinion. But if they're seeing that, you're the example. They're going to see what you're doing, what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do. And regardless of what your employee handbook may say, that's probably what they're going to follow. And you can't even really fault them for that because you're the one setting the precedent. So it's the same thing in your house. I try very hard. My wife and I, have these discussions. If we are not making our bed, I can't hold my daughter accountable for not making hers because I'm the example. So this is the one for January 2nd. Hope everyone has a great day. See you soon.